Hello and welcome to Focus on Rally. We're here today at the Nunawading Focus on Furniture store, and as you can see behind me here, they have a huge range of quality, great valued furniture and bedding for you to choose from. Coming up on today's show, we're going to have a chat with Craig Jarvie, the event director of the first round of the Focus on Furniture Victorian Rally Championship, the Eildon Stages Rally. We're also going to meet up with a couple of the potential outright championship contenders, including Viv Dilks-Frayne, the amusing and jovial Warren Lee and David Lethland, and I'm also going to share with you how you can get your hands on the Focus on Furniture Victorian Rally Championship apparel. But first, we're off to have a chat with Luke Satima and have a look at his new BDG Ford Escort. Hi Luke.
G'day Leila.
Thanks for joining us today on Focus on Rally. This is a pretty nice looking car you've got here. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It's a 1976 Ford Escort. It's a copy of the works cars from the late 70s and 80s. It's a twin cam motor. It runs 48 Webers on the side of it. It's got a 5-speed Hollinger gearbox in it and just a standard Ford Atlas diff.
Wow, that's a lot of words in there I did not really understand. So if you were going to explain it to someone like me that doesn't know much about cars, how would you explain your car to them?
Well, I would explain it is it's as good as they get. Okay. So if you want to have a fast two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive car,
yep,
you buy an Escort, and if you want a really, really good one, you build it like this.
This car looks very, very clean. I'm sure it doesn't look this clean when it comes back from a rally.
No, definitely not. It takes a lot to keep them this clean. Not many cars are kept this clean in the rally series because it's just so hard, but yeah, we spend a lot of time prepping the car and keeping them really clean. Yeah, it's very hard. Rallying is about having fun. Yep. If we wanted to win the championship outright, we would buy an all-wheel drive car. So having fun is about preparation for us as well. So if we're having fun prepping the car, we're having fun rallying as well.
The seats in the car don't quite look like normal seats I'd see in a normal car. Why do you have these sort of seats in it?
For my protection, basically. They're a full race seat. They were originally used in the V8 supercars back in their day by Racetech. And I've recently updated to a head restraint seat, basically because of side impacts. We don't want our head coming out the side, and unfortunately my boss, Grant Walker, did have that mid last year. It's not a good result, so no. The safety aspect of the seat is very high for me.
Well, thanks Luke for having me here today and then showing me through your car. It's a pretty awesome car. There's a lot more involved than I thought there was.
Yep. No worries.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm very comfortable right here, so I might even quit my day job and come join you and go rallying. Luke told me off camera that in 2014, he and his boss, Justin Walker, had a little bet, and whoever did the slowest time would have to clean the other's car. Now, Justin, I think you're going to have to collect a few more sponges this year. And speaking of cleaning, two guys that will be hoping to do more of that after their rough run in the reliability stakes recently are the always positive Warren Lee and David Lethland, otherwise known as Wall and Shermo. Wall and Shermo, thanks for having us here today down at Tech Sport. It seems like a great facility.
Yes, thank you, Leila. It is. We've got a great relationship with Jeff and the guys, Zach. Jeff's expanding at the moment, and he's just put in this wonderful race car facility dedicated to building race and rally cars. So it's a pleasure. Yeah, we've got a great relationship, and we look forward to expanding on it.
Fantastic. So I hear last year you won a series, but you had a few mishaps along the way. Can you tell me a little bit about these little mishaps?
Oh yes, we did. At the start of the year, we had a rod go through the block of the engine, and it caught fire. We were doing well over 120 and flames were licking the windscreen, and I said to Wal, I'm thinking perhaps we need to stop. And we stopped eventually, just caught it in time, but we had to withdraw from that event.
Oh gosh, and this has happened not just once?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah,
twice. We had it built again, and we started Marysville, and I think we did about 5k, and the rod went through the block again, but we were very well trained.
What are you most looking forward to this year in the series?
Well, we intend to do each event, and we really hope to win the series this year. But, you know, we've got stiff competition with Viv, Justin, and all the other guys. I mean, you just never know, and every year that passes, I'm another year older. So, but we just like the whole thing, and we fully intend to do the whole event,
Yep.
all the events, and try and win.
Any tactics in store to how win?
I'll ask Shermo to tell me when we're halfway through each stage. I think that'll help, because I never know when the thing will end.
Oh gosh. What about yourself, Shermo?
Well, I've upgraded the pie warmer in the back seat so I can distribute some beautifully manicured and heated pies midway through with sauce. So I think we'll have our hunger fulfilled and our liquids right. That's our tactic.
That's your tactic, yeah. Making sure the meat pies are coming.
Yeah, pretty right. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the car you'll be driving this series.
Yes, this year we're in the Evo 9 again, the black car, the one we've run for the last 4 years. We're lucky enough and grateful to Kaiser Bar, they're a new sponsor. My son-in-law works for Kaiser Bar, and my friend is the CEO there. And we will be revealing the new livery at the Eildon Classic event, and the car will look magnificent. So we all look forward to that.
Oh, very good. And yourself, Shermo, what's your job?
My job is probably like a lot of co-drivers. I get to organise where we stay, what we eat, that's very important, and generally the logistical side of the weekend. Yep. So all Wal has to do is get the car ready, and I'll sort out everything else. So
you're the busy one, really?
Oh, have you seen the way the car ends at each event? Wal's the busy one.
Well, thanks, guys, for having us down here today. It's going to be an exciting series, and I bet you're both looking forward to it.
We are, Leila, we are. 2015 will be great. And thanks for having us. It's been a pleasure.
Still to come, we're going to head over to the Gunnerwin Motorsport Workshop and check in with the teams on how their preparations are going for this year. But before we head there, we're going to have a chat with Craig Jarvie, the event director of the Eildon Stages Rally, here on the couch. Now, thanks for coming in today, Craig. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Well, thank you. Thanks for inviting me on this lovely, comfy, focus on furniture couch.
Now, Craig, what is your job?
Okay, it's my job to organise some fantastic people from our car club to take on different roles, from checking the course to make sure it's safe for competitors, to other people organising officials. So we've got people on the day to help out. So it does take lots of people, and it's just my job to put everyone in line and make sure everyone's doing their job correctly. So
when is the Eildon Stages Rally?
So the Eildon Stages Rally is on the 21st of March, and it's based around the Eildon area. We've got some good local support from the Golden Trout Hotel, who's letting us use their facilities for rally headquarters, and is also coming up with some prizes for us, and they've also got some great accommodation for the people that want to stay.
Wow, so it's a really big community sort of event, everyone gets involved.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of facilities up there that we get to use, you know, with the local service stations, which, you know, a lot of crews will buy fuel from, and you know, they can get some tyres changed, and there's shops, and you know, they'll obviously get a lot of benefit out of it as well with the people coming to town. So
if spectators want to get involved and come and watch the rally, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, well, the spectator instructions will be available for download from a couple of websites which will be listed. So then all people have to do is just turn up on the day. There's no administration costs, so they can just come in and do the spectating for free. We're pretty lucky. We've got a special stage in town, and people will be able to just walk to it from the start area and watch the cars go through. It's pretty exciting, and I think it should draw a good crowd and make it pretty good. And then we've got another spectator point that's about 3 or 4 kilometres out of town. So people should be able to get to all 3 spectator points and see all the cars, which is really exciting, because generally sometimes rallies you go to, you know, it's one point and it's the same corner where we're not able to have 3 different spots for people to go. So look, you know, we've got about 150 k's of competitive driving, so I think it's going to be really exciting, because it's normally VRCs aren't that length, and so it's really going to be a test of fitness if it's a hot day.
How many competitors do you have attending the Eildon Stages Rally?
We've got expectations that we'd like to get about 40 to 46 entries. We think we'd class that as a success for the event. Entries are coming in, quite steadily at the moment. We've got a couple of XL crews that have entered, and we've got a couple of ARC competitors as well that have come on board. So we've got an S2000 car, which is quite exciting to hear and watch, and got a good old couple of BDA escorts as well, which also liven up the forest too.
Are there any jobs that you're still looking for people to do or get involved with at the rally?
Yeah, look, there's always help needed. So the more hands, the lighter the load is to carry. So if people want to get involved, we've got an officials coordinator, Denise, who's more than prepared to take phone numbers down and allocate people to positions. And we've got spots where if you want to just go out and just watch cars go past at a private spectator point, or if you want to really get involved and do a control, we actually get to meet the drivers and co-drivers. We've got those positions as well.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Craig, and I'm sure all the competitors are ready and roaring and getting their cars ready for the first rally.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to it.
As I mentioned earlier today, the Focus on Furniture Victorian Rally Championship will be selling these t-shirts thanks to Sucky Tyres and the Bendigo Tyre Centre. If you would like to find out how you could get one of these t-shirts, go to our Facebook page to find all the details. Here we are at the Gonna Win Motorsport, and today I have Viv here with me to have a chat.
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Very good.
Very good.
Yes.
Good. Well, last year I heard that you started off in a Hyundai XL and then you made the transition to a Subaru WRX. What was that transition like for you?
Yeah, we had 2 years in the Hyundai XL. That was my introduction to rally in 3 years ago, and managed to win that. So it was a chance to step up and have a crack for outright after that. And yeah, we stepped into a Subaru, which is a completely different animal altogether.
Yeah.
And suddenly we had, the 2-litre turbo with four-wheel drive propelling us through the forest, and yeah, everything happens a lot faster in the Subaru. The XL is great for learning and a good introduction, but yeah, it's pretty extreme in the Subaru now.
Yeah, so you've pretty much stepped up a level. You've taken it to another notch.
Yeah, we've stepped up, and it was a big challenge because in the XL you kind of get to think your way through a stage, and you have a bit more time to make decisions. And in the Subaru, it's a lot more reflex, so everything comes at you very quickly, and yeah, you've got a lot less time to make those decisions and get through the stages.
Yeah. Well, I've heard you put quite a few good results on the board last year, but this year, to keep yourself up there, who do you think your biggest rivals will be this year?
Yeah, well, we came through last year as a development year and started building the pace gradually, and in the end we finished up second to Justin Dowell. He was a bit too fast for us last year. Yeah. So finishing second always makes you a little bit hungry for to go one better. So yeah, that's our target for this year. We'll go as fast as we can through the forest and see where that puts us. Yeah, awesome. Hopefully up near the top.
Yep. And which rally do you think you're looking forward to the most this year?
Oh, well, for me, I love rallying with the pace notes. So yeah, we're very keen to get into the pace note events. And Academos was my first rally in the XL. Yep. We've got a bit of experience there now, so yeah, it's one we always enjoy.
Good. And who's your co-driver?
I'm in with Tracy Dewhurst. We started together early last year, and we had last year to forge the relationship and work together in the car and see how we went. And yeah, that's working really well now. So we'll hit the ground running this year and yeah, see how we go.
Yep. And you said before you want to go one better and win this year. That's your main goal, your big ambition for this year?
Well, it has to be.
Yeah.
We're in here to go fast and test ourselves. So yeah, we'll give it a crack, go as fast as we can, and where that puts us, we'll see. Yeah. Yep. Whether you've really got to push hard in the VRC to be up the top. Yep. So yeah, we'll give it our best and see where we end up.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Viv. Thanks for joining us today on Focus on Rally, and we look forward to seeing you out on the track. And no doubt you'll put your foot down and give that Subaru WRX a fair caning. Well, that's it for our first show. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. It's not long now until the Eildon Stages Rally, but between now and then, make sure you check out our Facebook page for all the updates and details. Finally, we'd like to thank Panasonic Australia and of course our naming rights sponsor, Focus on Furniture and Bedding, for their kind support of the Victorian Rally Championship. And until next time, you've been watching Focus on Rally.